Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear subscriber, hope you will be fine and in the high state of Iman and health. Today, I'm gonna give you a lecture, delivering you a lecture, and teach you how to write the question, the age of Chaucer, or how to write a brief essay on one of the following: the age of Chaucer, or and four more topics related to it. That was came to Agra University 1988 paper. The next question we will also handle it in this our brief lecture. Chaucer's words was medieval, yet it was also the word of the coming Renaissance, shaken and stimulated by new ideas discussed. That was also available in Royal Khan Royal Khan paper, question paper in 1984. And the next is question: the England in which Chaucer played his many roles was in a transitions between the Middle Age and the modern world. Justify the remarks. Also, that was in the Royal Kant papers, university papers in 1982. And the next question that we'll also discuss in this same pattern: discuss Chaucer's stand at once of the close of the medieval and the beginning of the modern world. University of the Punjab, or Punjab University in 1988, in MA English syllabus, or in the question paper of MA English. Before going to start the introduction of how to write the age of the Chaucer, or how to answer these questions, I request to all of you that kindly subscribe our official channel Prof MA Raza for the literature views, reviews, and the lectures about literature and languages. And also request for the Urdu channel Hope and Cause Info TV, and also request for our competitive exam channel and a channel for the real change. The name is Inqilab TV. So let's get started. Welcome back. Introduction. As I have listened the three azan calls, or three prayer calls by the nearest masjids or mosque from my hometown, where I am now, and I'm giving you and delivering you the lecture. So let's get started. Introduction. For a profound and comprehensive study of an author's literary work is required, among other things, a thorough understanding of the age which produce and natured or nurtured him, without acquaintance with the historical context, or evolution and apprehension of literature, is bound to be top-sided, if not altogether wrapped and grappled. Every man is a child of his age. He is influenced by it. Though if he is a great man, he may influence it. Also, a great writer like Shakespeare's or Chaucer is generally said to be not of an age, but of all ages. Underline these important points. But in spite of his universal appeal, the fact remains that even he could not have escaped the spirits of the age. we will discuss it at the end, that what does it mean by one, in which, or if we want to say that, William Hazlitt expressions being the title of his critical working concerning his contemporaries, that one mean. So in which he lived, that is too much voice of the azan call, or the prayer call, or azan voice, so that is more near, so I have to learn it, so wait for that. Shakespeare or Chaucer is generally said to be not of an age, but of all ages. But in spite of his universal appeal, the fact remains that even he could not have escaped the spirit of the age in which he lived and moved had and moved and had his being. So for understanding him and his work in their fulfillment, it is imperative to familiarize ourselves with the influential currents of thoughts and feelings and sensibility, not to speak of the socio-political economic conditions obtaining in the time which he flourished. Probably the reverse of it's also true. We may acquire some understanding of these tendencies and currents. The ethics, that's a composing mistake. The ethics of the age through the writer himself. Emphasizing this point, W.H. Auden says, a quotation, "Every man belongs to his race and age, no matter how marked his personality. The spirit of his race and age finds expressions through him. The same critic cogently expresses the relationship between history and literature. Ordinary English history, he says, who says? W.H. Auden says, is our nation's biography. Its literature is its autobiography in the one who read the. So here was the one point which I have read, so I read it again. William Hazlitt's expressions being the title of the critical works concerning his contemporaries. Story of its action and practical achievements. In the other, the story of its intellectual and moral development. Chaucer's transcends the limits of his generations and creates something which is of interest to the future generations too. Yet he represents much of what his age stands for, and therein lies his greatness. Chaucer's age, both medieval and modern, the main point after the first intro of your question. So here we can start it. Chaucer's age, like most historical age, was an age of transition. This transition implies a shift from the medieval to the modern times, the emergence of English nation from the dark ages to the ages of enlightenment. So dear watcher, dear subscriber, dear teachers, dear parents, dear students, it was the part 1 of my the first question of the how to write the age of Chaucer. So we will be right back with you with the new with the part 2 of the lecture. So let me go now and say with me, do something more for humanity, do something more for knowledge and practices. Bye bye.